You have your license, and you've chosen an FMO. Right now, you're probably thinking, when do I actually get to sell? There's one more step between where you are and sitting across from a client, and that's getting contracted with insurance carriers. This is the part that feels like a lot of paperwork and waiting, and honestly, it can be if you don't know what to expect. So let's walk through exactly what happens, what you need, and how to get through it without unnecessary delays. Contracting is the process of getting officially authorized to sell a specific carrier's products. Your license gives you the legal right to sell insurance. Your FMO gives you access to carriers, but the carrier itself still has to approve you individually before you can write business with them. Until that approval is in place, you can't submit an application, you can't earn a commission, and you can't help a client with that carrier's plans. That's why this step matters. Every day you're waiting on contracting is a day you're not earning. Here's how the process works. There are 4 main steps, and your FMO handles most of the heavy lifting if you let them. Step 1 is the paperwork. Your FMO will send you a contracting packet, which includes your personal information, license numbers, tax ID, banking details for direct deposit, and a few carrier-specific forms. The biggest mistake new agents make here is submitting incomplete paperwork. One missing field, one wrong number, and the whole thing gets kicked back. That can add a week or 2 to your timeline. Fill out every field, double-check your numbers, and submit it clean the first time. Step 2 is errors and omissions insurance, usually called E&O. Most carriers require you to have an active E&O policy before they'll approve your contract. E&O protects you if a client ever claims you gave them bad advice or made a mistake on their policy. For a new agent, this typically runs between $50 and $80 a month, depending on your coverage limits. A standard starting point is $1 million per claim, $1 million aggregate. Your FMO can point you to providers who specialize in this, and some offer group rates that bring the cost down. Don't skip this step, and don't put it off. It's a hard requirement. Step 3 is the background check. Carriers will run a background check as part of the contracting process. This is standard. If you have a clean record and an active license in good standing, this is just a box they check. It typically takes a few days to a couple of weeks depending on the carrier and your state. Step 4 is carrier appointment. Once your paperwork, E&O, and background check are all cleared, the carrier officially appoints you. In some states, the carrier also has to register your appointment with the State Department of Insurance. Depending on the carrier and the state, this final step can take anywhere from a couple of days to a few weeks. Some carriers move fast, and you're selling within a week. Others take longer. Your FMO can tell you which carriers in your area tend to process fastest, which matters when you're ready to start writing business. Here's what this looks like in practice. You submit your contracting packet to your FMO on a Monday. By Wednesday, your FMO has submitted it to 3 carriers. Your E&O is already active because you set it up the week before. Background checks clear within 10 days. 2 of the 3 carriers have you appointed and ready to sell within 2 to 3 weeks of that Monday. That's realistic when the paperwork is clean from the start. Your action step is this. If you don't have E&O insurance yet, get it set up this week. Then talk to your FMO about which carriers to contract with first based on your market and the products in highest demand in your area. Get those packets submitted clean and you'll be ready to sell sooner than you think.